Welcome to level 18 out of the 31 levels of the 613 degrees or rungs on Jacob's ladder. It is good practice to not be careless and negligent in life. Carelessness is to think and feel carefree or with a lack of care and concern for others. Negligence is acting out careless actions. So carelessness deals with feelings and thoughts, and negligence deals with behavior. Negligence is failing to take proper care in doing something or performing an action. Careless is not giving sufficient attention, thought, or emotion. It is also important not to become common. One should strive to be great and extraordinary. Everyone has a gift, and one of life's goals is to find that gift and avoid being common but be original and to share one's gift with others. It is good practice to not become unholy, cold-hearted, profane, and unclean. All these negative qualities deal with devaluing one's self-worth. Unholy is sinister, shocking, and threatening evil. Unholy is to have sinister or evil thoughts that could lead to a cold heart. A cold heart is having evil emotions that usually have a preliminary sinister thought that causes the negative emotion or cold heart. Profaned is acting with a loss of self-worth. So becoming profaned is to practice profane actions or devalued actions. Being unclean or becoming unclean is to become not clean or pure. Becoming unclean deals with desires. So unclean deals with desires, unholy deals with thoughts, cold-hearted deals with emotions, and profane deals with actions. Once a person is defiled, which is when their soul begins to experience mild deterioration, disintegration, degradation, and dilapidation from a mild or severe traumatic experience, that person has the potential of becoming unclean, affecting a person's desires, then deteriorate to unholy, affecting a person's thoughts, then cold-hearted, affecting a person's feelings, and then profaned, affecting a person's actions and behaviors. It is also good practice to not offer butting heads, bullying, bragging, and degrading partially, and to offer butting heads, bullying, bragging, and degrading wholeheartedly. This is to not offer the ram, bull, and goat partially, but offer these animal sacrifices wholeheartedly, without a trace of evil in the offering. So an example of this would be to partially argue, bully, or degrade and brag instead of refraining from the act completely. It is also important not to bring lust and greed into mind. Lust would be an intense or extreme desire of egoism and selfishness that one would focus all their attention on to receive. An example of lust would be to desire a woman to have a relationship with, in which that woman has no interest in the man desiring. That man would do everything and anything to have that woman as his wife. An example of greed would be to desire to be the wealthiest man or woman in the world. It is true that greed can be a powerful ally because it pushes a person to work hard and gives a person a strong incentive to keep pushing and working hard. The problem is that with greed, a person is never fully satisfied. A person wants more and more and develops an insatiable appetite, one that cannot be fulfilled. Often with greed, one forgets how to enjoy the present time because they are always looking into the future of how to make more money or accumulate more possessions and wealth, and don't appreciate what they have accomplished in front of them at the present time. It is also important to not break a bone. A bone is a metaphor for an important spiritual selfless restraint. There are 365 bones that can be broken in the Torah. If a person breaks a bone or restraint, trespassing, it is good practice to let that restraint heal and to try not to break it again. This is learning from one's mistakes. It is important to not avoid being thankful for the ability to give. Altruism and selflessness are two qualities that have to be achieved after much effort. So once a person gains that ability to give, they should be thankful and appreciative for the opportunity for being able to earn that ability and maintain it. A person should also try not to leave the state of consciousness of appreciation and thankfulness for ability to give. If one is not thankful, grateful, or appreciative of the ability to give, they should not forget to attempt to become thankful, grateful, and appreciative of the ability to give.